Hello everyone, what is going on? Hopefully everyone's having a great day. I'm having a splendid day. You want to know why I'm having a splendid day, you ask? Well, it's because we're back again with more K12 Esports League playoff action. Yes, I know. Hold your applause to the end of the show because we're only just beginning. And do we have a heater match for you tonight, right, Robbie?
That is right. Tonight we will have varsity
Ah.
Rocket League playoffs semifinals. We got MGLVA going up against WAVA, and it is not Fortnite playoffs week one. We are actually week two Rocket League playoffs and change right now. Um, so yes, this is gonna be a big night. Semifinals. Super excited for this one. Winner goes on grand finals. Loser will play in the third place match.
Whew.
But man, it's gonna be a good one tonight.
Yeah, crazy indeed it will be, and we'll be getting into the game here in just a second now, so we'll just have to wait and see. Which seems like our
That
players are
is
getting
right.
ready now, yeah. So,
Yep, we're just waiting on the players, and then if for whatever reason Cameron and I happen to go silent at any point throughout the stream, we are not only running this stream, commentating, producing, all of it, but we also have some other Rocket League matches going off on the side, as well as some chess matches as well. So if we do go quiet, something else is happening in the background. We got to handle. But we'll have a good night tonight, regardless.
yeah, 100%. You know, Robbie and I doing the most out here because we just love our community. And, I'm just excited for these games as well. It looks like our players are loading in right this very second. So, in just a second, guys, we will have the start of what I'm sure will be another, yes, another, because every single one is riveting series coming up. So, give us just a second here, and we're going to get right into the action.
I'm ready.
And we are in the game.
Side, and oh my goodness, we're starting out with a goal already. 8 seconds in. That is a quick one there from the WAVA players.
Yeah, right off the bat there, just 8 seconds in, making a statement, Robbie, coming out strong with the goal.
Yes, and some background knowledge here on this WAVA team. Castle Crashers, Rune Boon, Inception. I do believe they've been playing for together for about a year now. For this Rocket League team, still newer, definitely more new than this WAVA squad. So we'll see if that team cohesion, the little bit extra that WAVA does have, plays a part here in tonight's series.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. You know, usually any type of time you get spent in with the same people and over time, you just sort of get used to each other's habits, the way they like to play the game. So it definitely will, at least from my perspective, come into play a little bit and give that team a little bit of an advantage.
Yes, advantage for sure, but I'm super interested to see how this series is going to play out. And there it is, Castle Crasher 6 with the second goal for WAVA. 1 minute in, score is 2-0 in WAVA's favor, but wanted to say last week MGLVA took down a titan in our league, being OHBA. OHBA has been one of our Rocket teams that always is in the grand finals every single season that I've been here so far. So I do believe last spring they did win. Correct me if I'm wrong here, chat, but they got taken down last week by MGLVA, which is nuts. So I'm expecting MGLVA to come out with some fire. They might need this first game to warm up. We'll see how everything plays out. Boom Boom with their second goal of this game.
Yeah, we'll definitely see over time as they figure each other out and figure out the other team. You know, that's a big thing. We're in a long series here. It's a best of 7, so just as much as you're getting warmed up on yourself, you're sort of learning your opponent's habits, how they like to play the game, and develop your strategy, just like we saw last week. another goal for Haroon. And that is 3 goals right there. A little bit of a hat trick right off the bat. Just over a minute and a half into the game as well. So pretty crazy stuff coming out from this WAVA team out of the gates.
Yeah, crazy stuff indeed, especially being only a minute and a half in. Being up at a 4-0 lead is kind of crazy at this point. I'm expecting MGLVA to definitely fight in this series. Like I said a few moments ago, they may just need this first one as a little bit of a warm-up. Mint J, Legend, and Reactive will just need to warm up a little bit on the sticks and fight their way back into this game, and if not, then into this series.
Yeah, 100.
To the sky, though.
100.
Haroon Boone with the sky play took it all the way from one side of the field to the goal. Crazy play there by Haroon Boone.
Yeah, for sure. Haroon Boone sending a message early with, I think, 4 of the goals in this game. So they are making a statement coming out of it.
That is for sure. Offensive pressure from Haroon Boone just absolutely nuts already today. More airplay by Haroon Boone. They are comfortable up there. As is Inception, it looks like Inception was a great pass to Haroon Boone. We are looking at a 6-0 lead here in this game number 1. For those of you that do not know, we are in the semifinals of the K12 Esports League, meaning that we are doing best of 7 series. The first team to win 4 games.
Yeah, and like we said, a long series gives every player and these teams a lot of time to adjust to each other and figure out what they need to do to win the series. And for WAVA right now, they're going to be looking to do more of the same thing because they have a just huge lead in this first game of the series. But for MGLVA, a lot of it is going to be figuring out how they can make the adjustments to stop this onslaught right now that they are facing. So we'll see as we go along if they're able to find this solution or if WAVA is just going to run away with it. And another goal, this one from Castle Crasher 6, making it a 7-0 lead just over 3 minutes into the first game.
I am seeing some adjustments here from MGLVA. Not too much defensive play so far in this game, but they did have a crazy save on that last goal, and then good defensive pressure. Unfortunately, wasn't unable to actually stop the goal from happening. But I'm liking the decent defensive play coming out now from MGLVA. That'll be a good thing going into the rest of this series. Inception with a shot on goal, just the top bar.
Yeah, and we're approaching a minute left in the game, so this game most definitely with the score differential right now seems a little bit over from my perspective. I could be wrong there, but it seems like we're going to game 2 and trying to figure out something new. So what would you say, Robbie, is what you think MGLVA needs to adjust? And for me, I'm going to give the easy answer. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to give the easy answer. They need to find a way to stop Haroon Boone, because they have just been on fire so far this first game. So I think that's the first thing that they're going to need to find an adjustment for. Disagree or agree with me there?
Absolutely agreed. Haroon Boone went off in this game number 1. Gonna need to figure out how to shut them down. I think another thing to look for is just finding some offensive pressure for themselves. This entire game, the ball has been in their side of the pitch. Gotta find out some way to get it to WAVA's side. I also want to see this defensive play continue because throughout the start of this game, the first couple minutes, not so many saves coming through. This last half of the game, though, doing much better on defense, not letting so many goals go in. But of course, as we're talking about, this Castle Crasher puts in WAVA's 8th goal of this game number 1. Now, as I said before, MGLVA last week took down the Titans that were OHBA. So definitely expecting them to come alive at some point in this series. I'd love to see that sooner rather than later. especially as this game is coming to a close. It was looking like an 8-0 victory here for WAVA. Roomboon trying to make some last-minute magic happen, saved there by Legend, which I think is a great thing to finish on for MGLVA going into game number 2.
100%, that's what you need. Okay. We're changing some video camera shape. Just told. Changing the settings that chat has requested. I don't know. Alright, thank you, Demon Bane. It looks like we fixed the settings. Anyone in chat, before I Google it, know how to turn off the overlay in spectator mode. We don't need to see all those buttons. I'm not pressing them anyways, I won't lie. Does anyone know? If not, I'm Googling it. But camera shake is off as you guys requested. Doing it for the people. But we are back, guys, into the start of game 2.
Into the start of game 2, indeed. Lots of offensive pressure right here from WAVA right out the gate. But a little bit better here from MGLVA. Did hit it over to WAVA's side of the map, pitch, sorry, and that is what I'm looking to see here on this one.
Yes, and big news this
so
game
comfortable in the
too.
sky.
We've hit in the overlay, so we are unleashed and ready for the game fully now. But so far, this game a little bit off to a slower start. Granted, it's only been 40 seconds into the game, but definitely starting off a little bit slower this game.
Yes, that is for sure. And there it is. First goal of this series for MGLVA. Legend putting it in. This is good signs here for this squad. And we did not mention it right at the start of the game, but a little bit of a substitute coming in for the WAVA squad. We do have Inception coming out, and who I believe is Midnight coming in for WAVA. So we'll see what Midnight is able to do here to fill Inception's shoes from last game.
Yeah, that we will. Will be pretty exciting to see. But so far, game 2, a little bit of a different story thus far. Lower scoring, and MGLVA taking an early lead, which they never had at any point in the last game. So definitely excited to see how this one goes. Crasher 6 looking for the shot there, not quite able to connect. MGLVA looking for a little bit of a counter there themselves. Not too much though off of that one.
Much slower game here, but Midnight will put in a goal. It is 1-1 now. Fortunately, it looked like a double commit there from MGLVA, and then the lone player in the goal unable to stop that one.
Yeah, MGLVA too. They were on defense for a decent amount of time there, so I wonder if they were just drained of boost. But even now, 1-1 apiece. Nice goal from WAVA, and we'll see, because we're about at the halfway point of this game, how it ends out finishing up. Shot on goal by Midnight, and Midnight with the goal. WAVA takes the 2-1 lead 1 second before half.
3-1 lead indeed halfway through this game. Loved what I saw out of MGLVA right out the gate. They're going to need some more of that to tie this back up and take this game number 2 win and to tie up the series. I would love to see a game 7 here tonight. Love nothing more than that. Legend with an opportunity on goal. Unfortunately does whip the ball just a little bit off there on that one. Haroon Boone coming in with their pressure. They go to this guy. They almost get denied. Haroon Boone will put it in.
Yeah, nice 3-1 lead there for the WAVA team, but even regardless, for MGLVA, I'm feeling a lot happier with the state of this just because just before that goal was scored, they had an opportunity of their own to tie the game. Unfortunately, it didn't end up going their way, but they're in the fight now, whereas in the first game, totally different story. And I feel this bodes well for the rest of the series to come.
You think so as well? Minute 35 left here, just about. Good offensive pressure here from MGLVA. What I'm noticing, and agree with me or disagree with me here, Cameron, let me know. Lots of airplay coming out from the WAVA squad, a lot less from MGLVA. And I think that is where the little bit of advantage here is coming in so far, at least in this series, for WAVA.
Yeah, most definitely agree with you there. A lot of the goals coming out of WAVA are very from high up towards the top of the pitch, whereas MGLVA is playing a lot more grounded, like you said, taking not necessarily the easier shots, but lower ones, where you might be able to react a little bit more than the crazy flip reset goals off the top like Haroon's going for right now.
Crazy ball control there by Haroon Boone. Unfortunately, unable to put it in, and their teammate came through on the backside to try and put that in. Unfortunately, what it looked like was Haroon Boone did knock it out of their trajectory. So super unfortunate there from WAVA, but it does not matter. Crazy passing there, and Castle Crasher will end up putting that goal in. 27 seconds left here. 4-1 lead for WAVA. Cameron, how do you feel MGLVA did this game? Much better than the last game? Feeling good about the rest of the series?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a lot better. I definitely am happy with how I am. If I am them, I'm feeling better than I definitely would have been feeling after the first game. Because I'm not going to lie, I was thinking after the first game it might be not the longest series, but they're doing a great job of fighting back. They're playing well, and this game was within reach, even though it spiraled a little bit at the end to a 4-1 lead for WAVA. Throughout the game, they were just doing a great job in terms of finding their own offensive looks, even though they didn't connect on as many as I'm sure they would have liked. They're doing a great job, and I definitely still feel at this point that this series is something they can definitely win.
Absolutely. I think they need to just continue getting better and better as the series goes on. We are going into game number 3, however, and it is a best-of-7 series, like I said earlier. So first to 4 wins. WAVA just needs 2 more, but MGLVA can absolutely still fight back in this one. Would love to see them take the lead right off the gate here, just like they did last game, but then extend it and hold it.
Yeah, most definitely. When you find a little lead like that, which against this powerhouse of the WAVA team you might not find too often, controlling the game is very paramount from that point onwards, especially in a game like Rocket League, where a lot of the game is devoted to making sure you're maintaining your boost as a team. You're not starving yourselves of that valuable boost resource to where you can't go up and contest shots like this, which WAVA just took.
Oh my goodness.
And nailed into goal a little bit over 30 seconds in. Castle Crasher 6 takes the first goal of the game. But yeah, I think that will be the story of the game.
As we watch that replay, what a play from Haroon Boone. Takes it through the sky, bumps it up to their teammate for the pass. They were unable to connect on that first one, but came through on the third attempt.
Yeah, 100%.
So that was just great team play.
MGLVA there with a nice shot on net, almost able to find a quick one, but not quite able to, unfortunately for them. But still a 1-goal differential this game, so not at the point to where you have to get nervous just yet. But almost did right there, because WAVA with the nice shot on net.
Reacted with a great save, and again, got to shout out the substitutes as they do happen. Inception back in for Midnight. Gonna see if that makes it so that this game kind of mirrors that first game. WAVA looking to, put this series to bed, move on to the grand finals. MGLVA though, looking to just fight back, as I've said earlier, but we'll see if this substitute again makes it mirror the first game, or if MGLVA has warmed up enough to where they can keep it a lot closer and potentially take this game number 3 here.
Yeah, most definitely. I will say thus far, it does seem like they're doing a lot better than they were in the first game in comparison, which one would hope. But still already behind 2 goals, so they're going to need more than what they're putting out right now if they are going to win this game and make this series very competitive.
Whoa. That was a crazy kind of fake out by Inception, but again, great defense there from Reactive. Reactive, the defensive player for MGLVA as of this moment here. But Haroon Boone puts another one in, passed by Castle Thrasher. It is a 3-0 lead here in game number 3. 3 minutes in, lots of threes here, but for MGLVA, their teamwork needs to be just a little bit better. I believe it was Legend and Reactive. They had an offensive opportunity there, and fortunately they both went for the ball at the exact same time. One of them could have gone for it. The other one should have waited just a little bit to follow up. But we'll see how that progresses here in the rest of this game. I'm looking for that to be a lot better here from MGLVA, as they are the team that did take down OHVA last week.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have to see how it shakes out. But so far, again, in this game, WAVA with the lead. So MGLVA on the back foot yet again, as have been for a majority of the series, not all of it, but with a nice shot there, not quite though.
Yes, nice shot, and as soon as I said that, I was looking for a little more teamwork. Lots of teamwork now coming out from MGLVA. Mint was hanging out mid-pitch and actually waited for that ball to pop it up as a pass. It was a great offensive look, unfortunately able to convert all the way. We'll open net here. Castle Crasher will smack that one right in.
Yeah, 100%. I still think the key thing, Castle Crasher with a nice goal there, but the key thing for them, they still have to solve is those, aerial goals and shots coming mainly out of Haroon. It seems like it's just a big crack in their defense that they're going to have to either solve quickly, or unfortunately, it looks like WAVA will potentially run away with the series, but you never know.
Yeah, we will have to see, and MGLVA really, they got 1:45 left here. They want to come back in this game and win it. They don't want to be in a situation where they have to reverse sweep. And that is looking like a very, very possible scenario here for them. Great shot on goal there by Castle Crasher. Reactive unfortunately missed it, but thankfully for them, their teammate was in the goal to make that defensive stop. Good pass by Mint, and there it is. Legend will put it in. Good for MGLVA. minute 24 left to get 3 goals. It's not impossible. It is a tall task, though.
Yeah, tall task indeed, but definitely have seen crazier things happen in my time at the K12 Esports League, where the level of gameplay is just so high. I've seen comebacks like these happen many times before, so I wouldn't be surprised, and it looks like they're off on the offensive based on the kickoff, so we'll see.
WAVA, though, was with good defensive play to turn it right into offensive play, but Reactive stealing that ball back, and we will see here what WAVA would like to do on the defensive end.
I'm sure if I'm WAVA right now, they're just saying, guys, we have a big lead, let's not do anything too crazy. But as I say that, they're looking on the offensive again. They want more.
Was a good shot there, but Mint able to do 2 saves, make it 3 back to back to back. good play there by Mid to make sure that they don't extend this lead, but WAVA says, doesn't matter, we're going to extend it 5-1
Yeah.
in their favor here.
Unfortunately for them, WAVA does find the goal, but if I am MGLVA, I am taking solace in the fact that they were able to find a goal this game, and that could potentially mean for them that they're still in it. We won't lie, it's looking like a tall task, but they're putting goals in the net, and that's all you can hope for at this point. And just hope and believe in your teammates that over the next game and potentially more games after that, they find their footing and are able to find the answer to the issues that we've brought up and make the first sweep a reality.
Yes, and we have seen reverse sweeps happen here in the K12 Esports League plenty of times, so would not be surprised if it does happen to happen. However, WAVA is looking on fire at the current moment. That was a great play there by Inception. Put that last goal in there. And rubbing salt in the wound here is WAVA putting another one in at the very, very last 10 seconds of this game. Lead now is 7-1, and as I was saying at the start of this game, I was wondering if the sub of Inception coming back in was going to have it mirror game number 1, and it has at this point. Game number 1, they won that one 8-1. Here, they are going to win 7-1. It looked like they might have had some magic happen there, but MGLVA looked really, really good for that first minute or two here in this game number 3. Then it did spiral away toward the end there. And right here, I would love to see MGLVA actually take this full time to talk some things through, take a couple deep breaths, let their teammates know that, hey, we can do this. The reverse sweep is possible. We just gotta button up these few things and make it happen.
Yep, and it looks like we're getting right back into game 4. But I'm going to start calling you Doctor Strange from Avengers Infinity War, because you use that Infinity Stone to look into all the different possible realities of what would happen based off that substitution. And unfortunately, exactly what you predicted did happen. The one reality where game 1 happened again. So we'll see if that does happen again this game 4, or if a different outcome is possible. Almost.
And we are here. Game number 4. Match series point for WAVA. MGLVA looking to make a reverse sweep happen. But for now, it's looking like this is a pretty even start to this game here.
Yeah, 100%.
I think this is the first demolition of this series actually as well.
Yeah, it might have been. I don't think we've seen too many. If so, they haven't been too impactful in terms of leading to goals, as far as I'm aware. But let us know in chat, guys, who you think's going to take it home. Will it be a 4-0 for WAVA, or will MGLVA, can't speak, apologies, make the comeback, the unsurmountable comeback? But let us know what you guys think's going to happen.
Dead even here, minute and a half into this one, and of course, as soon as I start talking, this caster curse.
Yeah, nice little caster curse.
That one in there.
Nice little caster curse, but still along the lines of what you're saying, not dead even anymore, but the game's close. It's a minute and a half in, 1 goal on the board for WAVA. It's winnable for MGLVA, so they just gotta lock in, believe in each other, believe it, and they can win this game.
Very, very true. Believe in each other, believe in your teamwork, believe in your skill, and they can make it happen. But we are about 2 minutes down in this one. 1-0 lead here for WAVA. They did keep Inception here in this game on game number 4. Looking to just close out this series in a clean 4-0 fashion. MGLVA going to do everything that they can to extend this series. It's looking pretty good for them so far. Empty net here will go in. Reactive, good shot. We're tied up. 2 minutes 49 seconds left here in this one. Getting too excited here. Can't even speak.
I know. This is riveting. This is Rocket League. I am going crazy, guys. It's a tie game. We may just see a reverse sweep. It's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed in life. But it's possible. Another one!
Another one let in. Off that pass from Mint J will be there for the follow-up. Double commit by WAVA there. So looking good here for MGLVA. This is the first lead they've had in this series since early on in game number 2. They should be feeling real good. They just got to settle their nerves, keep this lead, and send this to game number 5. However, quick answer back there from WAVA and Castle Crasher.
Castle Crasher 6 with the equalizer at just 3 seconds away from halfway into this game. But again, MGLVA, it looks like we're living now. The lights are on and they're playing like a different beast, a lot more aggressive than I've seen throughout the rest of the series so far. So sometimes you just need that, like we've talked about in all of our playoff broadcasts that we've done together, Robbie. Nerves are obviously high for all of our players in the K12 Esports League, so close to the championship, and sometimes that affects your gameplay. You play a little bit too safe because you don't want to be the one that makes the goal happen against your team or something of that nature. But sometimes you have to realize you just got to play the same game you've always been playing and the results will come with it. So it looks like for MGLVA, at least thus far into the game, something has changed and it's working well for them.
100% agreed there. Nerves play a big factor, and the slowest goal right there by Boone slowed it down and faked out not one, not two, but 3 MGLVA players there, as we see that on the replay. But for these MGLVA players and the WAVA players as well, they have to just play the same game they've been playing always. When we get down to playoffs and elimination rounds, things like that, playing too safe can be your the dagger actually for you, the nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
you gotta play the way you've always played. Because if you play too safe or you switch things up, you can actually make mistakes that you wouldn't usually make. But as I was saying, all that, Haroon Boone putting another goal in here for WAVA. 4-2 lead now, minute 30 left on the clock. This is series point for WAVA. MGLVA's playoff, not their playoff life, their grand champ hopes are on the line here. We're gonna have to see. They're gonna need some magic here for this last minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about playing your best, just playing how you always play. And unfortunately for MGLVA, for Haroon Boone, this is business as usual. Making crazy plays, flip resets, all the crazy mechanics. Look at this goal, man. Crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff indeed, Haroon Boone. I've said it a couple times this series, but they are very comfortable up there in the air. This looks like a pilot game, a flight game, not a rocket game, with how comfortable Haroon Boone is up there. And another one off the wall for Haroon Boone, MVP of this series so far for sure. Lead is now extended 6-2, 4 goals for MGLVA in 61 seconds. It can happen, but they're gonna need to really lock in and play perfect here for the next minute.
Yeah, they're gonna need some quick goals out of them. Just like reactive
we might see one
right now. Yeah, almost. Not quite, but they're going to need some quick goals if they're going to want to bring back this game and hope to force a Game 5 in this series. But unfortunately for them, Haroon has been playing like an absolute machine, like you said, MVP thus far in this series. Just exerting their dominance and saying, I don't want to play any more games. Another one. I didn't even see that one coming. Another one. So 5 goal differential, 37 seconds left. MGLVA is going to have to play like the world champions, BDS, Monkey Moon, if they're going to win this game. Otherwise, it might just be the end of the night for us here, and a 4-0, unfortunately. But a great series nonetheless so far. A lot of back and forth, even though the scores of some of the games might not be indicative of that.
Very true. I love that you said that. Some of the scores of the games were not indicative of that at all. However, MGLVA did play very tight for a lot of this series. Unfortunately, just in some of the games, WAVA caught fire, and the scores really spiraled out of control very quickly. But coming down, 3 seconds left here, it looks like we will be sending WAVA to the grand finals. MGLVA will be playing next week in the 3rd, 4th place match. Ball is still in the air. MGLVA wanting to put one more in here before the series actually ends, but that will be denied. GG's all around. 4-0 victory for WAVA here on this one. MGLVA will be back, like I said, next week for the 3rd, 4th place match, but WAVA will be playing either WAVA or KAVA next week in the grand finals. We'll have to see what the result is of that game, and I do believe that it is live right now, as WAVA did partner up with Radford College in Virginia, so they are actually streaming that match, which is super, super awesome of them. So I think Cameron and I are going to real quick do our closing remarks, send y'all over to that stream to watch the very end of that, and or wherever that series is at, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for Fortnite.
Yeah.
But again, tonight was MGLVA versus WAVA semifinals. WAVA takes a sweep, 4-0. GG's to them. MGLVA gets to come back next week for a redemption match, playing for that 3rd place. And we'll be back tomorrow night, week 2 of Fortnite, for our playoffs here at the K12 Esports League Fall 2024 season.
Yes.
Cameron, close us out.
Thank you, guys. It's been a blast. What a great series. And we'll catch you guys, like Robbie said, tomorrow and next week for more. So make sure to look up and try to find the other match if it's still going on. I don't know if you have the channel link, but if not, we're going to end it here, and we'll see you guys
yeah, let me send that in the chat.
Give us 1 second.
Hold on, guys. I don't have it super handy, but if you give me just a second, we will be all set. All right. Link for that stream is in the chat. Winner of that will play WAVA next week. Loser will play MGLVA. So more Rocket League action coming at everybody next Wednesday. But we'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Awesome. Later, guys. We're sending you
Take
over
care.
there. We're rating, so have a good one.